What's good, JEVITEE Nation? I hope you guys are all feeling positive and energized out there. Welcome to this week's quote of the week. Today's quote of the week is by an unknown source who says that tough situations build strong people. Tough situations build strong people. I definitely agree with this quote because tough situations builds character, because the experience alone, I believe, is the best teacher. So without going through tough times, I do not believe that we will learn too much about ourselves. I know that society sometimes teaches us that going through tough times is the all and end of. But I disagree with that. I believe going through tough times is the beginning of discovering who you are, because it builds your character. You find out about yourself during the tough times more than any other time in your life. When we're having a good time or everything is going okay, I do not believe we'll learn too much about ourselves because we are not tested. So the tough times, definitely, in my own humble opinion, we find out more about ourselves, about our character, our personality, how much fight that we have in us, or how much fight that we have to find in order to go through the tough times. And also, when we come out from the tough situations, what do we do about it? How do we use that experience to better ourselves as individuals? So I believe that tough situations do create strong people. Some of my experiences I've had has been tough situations. For example, I've been through mental health issues. Now, going through those tough times was quite testing in my mental state, obviously, but more so my character. I believe it tested me to really, for me to find out how strong I was and how much I'm willing to fight back to recover and come back stronger than ever before. And I truly believe that without me going through that situation, I do not believe that I will have learned so much about myself. So I will not erase or forget those times because it happened for a reason. I do not believe I will be the person who I am today. So yes, tough times do create strong people. And I consider myself as a strong individual simply because of the tough situations I have had, and I'm still here moving forward. An individual that I would like to highlight when it comes to tough situations build strong people is the late great Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was a freedom fighter during the tough times in South Africa, and he was fighting for freedom against racism. During these times, it was very hard for an individual like Nelson Mandela to voice their views when it comes to fighting against racism. So eventually he was in prison for 27 years. And during those 27 years, he was tortured and given hard labor. They tried to break him mentally and physically. The most amazing thing about Nelson Mandela's story is during those tough times in prison, he realized that he had to change himself as an individual, because he entered prison quite angry and frustrated, and we can all say understandably so, because of the situations they were in at that time in South Africa. So he realized that to become a better individual, he needs to use the tough situation he finds himself in prison to transform himself mentally and physically. And this is what he did. And another amazing thing was when Nelson Mandela was finally released from prison, not long after, he became the president of South Africa. Now, he is a fine example of a strong individual that went through tough situation. So this story for me teaches us that we can overcome the tough times. We can better ourselves through tough times, and we can become better individuals after the tough times has left us, shall we say. But either way, we can learn a lot about ourselves during the tough times. One of the most amazing poetic words from Nelson Mandela says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own lights shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others." So JEVITEE Nation, the tough time that we all go through in life, it happens for a reason. And it's up to us to find out the reasons, but either way there is blessings within it, because lessons come about during tough times. We will not discover a lot about ourselves during the good times, but during the tough times we discover a lot about ourselves, and that can only be good for us as individuals. And if we use the lessons that we learn from the tough times, we can definitely become a greater version of ourselves and use the experience that we have learned from the tough situation and become a stronger individual than ever before. So this quote by an unknown source, "Tough situations build strong people," is indeed true and factual. And for me, it speaks volume of what we all go through and what we should all be motivated in, that it's not always that tough situations should stop us from moving forward, or stop us from learning about ourselves and to move forward positively. So I hope that this quote by an unknown source take you forward, JEVITEE Nation, in your life, whatever you go through, whatever you've been through, or whatever you're currently going through. I hope that it gives you strength and purpose, hope and faith that everything's possible, and also for you to know that the tough times or tough situations does not have to be negative, and also it doesn't have to be in our own minds the end of the world, you know, the end of everything. We should always have hope and believe that we are going to come through this tough situation and be a better person than we were yesterday. So I hope you enjoyed this week's quote of the week. JEVITEE Nation, let me know some of your thoughts in the comment section below. I would really appreciate this. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing by pressing the red button and to turn on the notification bell. That way you'll be notified of all new contents coming out from JEVITEE. Much love. Content such as this, people. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I truly appreciate you guys, all right? So until next time, take care of yourselves, all right? So peace, stay positive, JEVITEE.